We are here at Moorland Studios in Worcester, and this is day one of the week-long shoot for Tony Iommi. There's lots going on. Tony's just arrived, he's in makeup, getting set, and we're going to be doing some green screen stuff today. We're going to take Tony and transport him into his world. Easy breezy this morning so far. Guys have been working their butts off and looking forward to the day. So follow us for the rest of the week and see how World Alone unfolds.
We're rolling.
Okay, and way back please. Here we go. So we have finished shooting Tony's performance stuff, and now we're setting up for a separate shot, which is him stood at the end of the corridor that appears at the end of the video. Our main character, who's called the Believer, gets consumed by the smoke and then gets kind of spat out into this kind of corridor. He steps out of the black, and then the corridor is like going off into the distance, and then at the end of it, Tony is basically stood there waiting, and that's the final shot of the video. We leave it open-ended because it's something we want people to kind of interpret in their own way. That's a wrap. So the idea for this video came about when I visited BMG in London, and they played me the track for the first time. The lyric, man and machine, and the soul between blasted out from the speakers, and that was really the idea genesis point. These images started coming to mind, so instantly I was thinking about Ghost in the Shell and Blade Runner. Those two things were very vivid in my mind, and that was the kind of entry point into the idea. Then I was thinking about virtual worlds, digital escapism set within this kind of futuristic dystopian society where our character lives within this single living apartment where everything he needs is there. And that was a lot of what I discussed with production design as we moved into the design of the apartment set.
The first thing we did was map the room out, really small, 8 by 12, which is 3 panels by 2 panels. And then started to look at where our talent would be, our character would be, with a small bed. And one of my wish lists was rainy windows with kind of neon coming through.
We are putting in a little light there for the window. Going to shine through these blinds and give a nice little pattern on the back of the wall.
Here we are in our dystopian world set, which we are basing off of the Chinese coffin apartments, which are these tiny apartments that people live in, where it's just a bed, a TV, and some storage space. So that was the original kind of idea behind this. The guys have done an amazing job on this. Like, this is his food area over here, food prep. He's got this kind of futuristic waffle maker that these cartridges go in, food cartridges. He's got packages here from previous zone deliveries, and of course we've got here the door where the package gets delivered. And this apartment is meant to be in like a tower block, so there's like thousands of these, and here is the number of this apartment, which may or may not be an Easter egg. You have to kind of, someone will figure it out one day, hopefully.
I had the idea that the map could be full of Easter eggs, metaphors, and also a little route, which was basically a journey in time from where Tony started to the launch of this single will be. Some nice little things in there. They're all there, they all make sense to us anyway, and maybe fans too.
That's looking sick. So you're going from here, it's up to here.
Nice. Stand by for take. Camera's rolling. Action.
So you just stare at it for a bit of dust and look up at the wall. We've got a few bits over here. We've got VR headset, VR gloves, the VR console.
For the design of the virtual reality headset, I was heavily informed by 1980s British comic book sci-fi, like 2000 AD, specifically Rogue Trooper, which I used to be obsessed with as a kid. I used to study these highly detailed depictions of this futuristic technology, and everything always had a scuffed, like dented, homemade look to it, rather than sci-fis that have this sleeker, shiny aesthetic. It was as if this stuff was built from salvaged parts out of sheer necessity.
Okay, that's a wrap. I'm happy with today. Well done, everybody. Thank you very much. Big day, big day. Thank you. Hard work from everyone. There's 2 in there.
Right.
It would have been too easy to just put a VFX tour in, so we kind of got Logs to, we told him what we wanted, and we figured out that these parts are all part of keeping the door stable and keeping it upright. So yeah, it's meant to look ominous and kind of like in tone with the game, and surrounded by all the more natural elements, so it sticks out like a sore thumb. But when Logan sent me a picture of it, I was like, fucking hell, that's a sketch. Hell yeah, look at that. It's fucking scary, isn't it, really? Whew.
Okay, settling down please for take and action.
Being that Tony's from Birmingham, we wanted this post-industrial kind of world, and we knew that shooting in cities is very difficult, just requires a lot of paperwork to get past the red tape. As in Cornwall, access to places is simplified, for me at least. So we kind of meshed this idea of a post-industrial world with the aspects that are around me in Cornwall, and there are a lot of post-industrial places on the coast. Okay, cut. We're going around, we're going to go up here, around back down to where the guys were this morning, and then get near to the quarry. We're getting into the final parts now, so before we come back down here for a shot on the beach.
Dancing step into the dark, diving without warning, aiming for the heart. As you're laying out your bait, you pull the trigger as this world. You know you never needed no one to face the world.
This one is the slide down here. We're going to do the slide, but obviously we have the other element of the climb as well, which we could do. So we can basically, this is a bit of a, if anyone's watching this on the BTS, it's just going to ruin it for you, but we could film him going up one side here, which will be like you're going on the other side. So we could do a scramble up here. Gosh.
Get on up there. Here we go, bud. Come on.
Action. We're on the last shot of the day today. We're here on the final bit of Porthouse Beach, which ironically is actually the first shot of the video. And so this is the start. So he kind of runs down the beach, pulls his key card out, puts it in, scans it, opens the door, and then steps through into another world, which obviously that's done in VFX.
So you can rap. Woo! That is a rap, everybody. Congratulations. Well done, everybody. Let's get that door out, please. Any help needed?
That's a wrap. We are done.